real quick, just like, subscribe, and share. That helps the channel a lot. So this episode, I wanted to talk about DJ Academics and kind of take a break for the whole 6ix9ine issue. I'll get back to that later this month, but let's talk about academics. I don't want this to be a channel where we talk about other YouTubers or we get in the habit of just kind of picking people out and trying to judging them. It's not what this is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about a discussion about some weird things I've started noticing that's going on in the hip hop world. And unfortunately, academic just happens to be in the center of it. It's not on me to judge anybody. And, once you get through this video, you see I'm not really trying to judge him when I say let's talk about it. Okay, so let's talk about how I discovered academics. I think most people discovered academics probably just browsing through YouTube. For me, it happened during the Chirac days, back in the season one, like when Rondo number 9 and them were going crazy. So that's the first video I saw when Rondo had that rocket launcher and Ak reported on it. Back then, like other people were kind of doing what he was doing, like College Kid. I don't even know if Ak was the first, but it wasn't that many people doing it, unlike now. But anyway, I discovered Ak and I was like, yo, this is entertaining as fuck. This is hilarious. So I started sharing his videos with, my boy. And my boy was sending me some of the videos that he saw. So, I would watch the videos here and there, but I wouldn't really subscribe yet. It was just still on the suggested videos on my YouTube, so I would just pick and choose which to watch. And after a while, I was like, yo, this motherfucker's funny. Like, I'm going to subscribe. So I subscribed, and I noticed his channel grow and grow by itself. He put in work. Like, his hard work was crazy, and his channel just became big, and he kept getting subscribers, and before you know it, he has this gig on Everyday Struggle. And I was so, I can't even know Ak personally, but I was so proud, right? I just want to congratulate him because he really came from nothing, I'm talking like when I watch Ak, his videos were like 1,000 views, like on average, maybe even some of them even less, and now they do 1 million. So he gets his gig on Everyday Struggle. Most of his supporters, I would say all of them are happy for him, and that's how I thought everyone felt, but then things started getting a little weird, right? To me, it started with the Everyday Struggle thing, because Joe, he made a vlog the day before the first episode, and he just roasted Ak. Ak was on the vlog, and it wasn't even like a playful thing, like he just seemed to not like Ak. It just looked like just the typical old head hitting on the new guy, And I thought this show was just gonna be doomed because come episode 3, it's still Joe just yelling at this kid like, yo, what's the problem, right? But then I'm thinking like, everyone must hate Joe because Joe's a dick, right? And then you go through the comment section and you notice that, people really don't like Ak. I'm like, interesting. Because I was on the side where like Ak seemed like the, quote unquote good guy. But I'm noticing that people don't like him. And then the Vic Mensa situation happened where Vic Mensa just basically called this nigga bitch to his face and said he's gonna fight him. And I was like, okay. Granted people came to Ak's defense at that point. But it just showed you like there's an actual group of people who just genuinely don't like this kid. So I took note of that. And basically, I just realized that some shit was brewing beneath the surface. And then the Dom is Live thing started, where Dom is Live had this beef with Ak. I guess Ak felt like Dom was a mini-me, and Dom wasn't feeling that. Because, let's keep it real, Dom is following in Ak's footsteps, but that doesn't mean he's doing the same exact thing. He's doing the same thing in regards to his doing video commentary on hip hop news, yes. But you get 2 different types of feel when you watch the videos, is what I'm saying. And I discovered Dom the same way I discovered Ak, suggested videos, But I didn't really like Dom when I first started because he was reporting on like unknown rappers, underground rappers, a lot of like drama. He was reporting on people's girlfriends and chicks they talking to. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this shit. But when 6ix9ine started getting popping, I noticed that Dom had his ear to the street, so Dom was picking up on people who are about to be popping, right? Because Dom was the first one I ever saw who talked about 6ix9ine and Trippie. Dom was talking about 6 9 trippy weeks before Act started doing it. So I was like, okay, so Dom, he has his ear to the street. So I subscribed to Dom. And then they start going at it. Act was saying, hey, you're a mini me, you want to be me. And Dom's like, you're a fucking hater because I'm coming up. And they both had the points. Dom will never tell you that Act isn't the godfather of this shit. I think Dom knows that himself. And I think he even admits it. But I think he's just trying to say, like, yo, I'm not trying to be you, but I do respect you, you know? And Dom was saying, I didn't copy you, which I don't know. I think Dom pretty much copied Act, like, verbatim. Like, it's a exact freaking copy. But that's okay because, like I said, two different feels when I watch both their channels. I used to not be able to watch Dom after Ack already covered the topic first. I just wouldn't watch the Dom version. I was like, I already got the news from Ack. But now it could be the same piece of news, and I'll watch both their versions to get two different takes on it, because it's two different fields. But my point of bringing up that Dom battle is that split the community because you had half people rocking with Ack and half people rocking with Dom. I mean, granted, Ack has more followers, but it was a split nonetheless. And you going through Dom's comments, people are like, fuck Ack, I don't really watch Ack no more, I'm on Dom. And then you go through Ack's comments, people are like, yo, who the fuck is Dom? He's trying to clout chase. We rocking with Ack or whatever, the chat niggas. So again, the people who don't like Akademiks is growing. And it's still puzzling to me because Ack don't bother nobody, From what I see, he just does his shit and ignores bullshit, which he should be doing. And he should go back to doing that. Fast forward. Joe leaves Everyday Struggle and in comes Star. Now, Star been a troublemaker. Everybody knows that. Whoever knows Star's been a troublemaker from the get. He got into shit with Hot 97, and he ended up having a beef with Peter Rosenberg. And it was bad because they had this event, this battle rap event hosted by, I think DJ Vlad was a part of it. And Star was one of the hosts. So he went to the venue like hours before it started, and he ran into Ebro. And Star said, hey, Ebro, I don't like your man's Peter Rosenberg. I really was going to slap him today, but he's not here and you are. So how about I give you the slap I have for him? And Ebro was like, all right, go ahead. And Star was like, I'm serious. I'm going to slap the shit out you. And Ebro was like, whenever you're ready. And then Star ended up backing down, which kind of made him look like a pussy. And I'm not calling him a pussy. I'm just saying that was a pussy move. But that video got taken down by, Vlad. Because Vlad don't rock with Star no more. He took it down all the Star videos. But that's fine. My point is, Star's his troublemaker. So when Star got on Everyday Struggle and started talking about come running down Deska's legs, I wasn't surprised. I guess a lot of people were. I guess Complex was because they didn't do research on him. But I wasn't surprised. So they basically had to get Star the fuck up out of there. And Star kind of showed receipts that he quit, but still, according to Akademiks, and what I think also is that Star was probably on the way out anyway. Now he gets into it with Star because 6ix9ine gets arrested, and Star makes a video saying, "Should DJ Akademiks get arrested? Is he gonna snitch?" Which I can see why Ak would have a problem with that. Again, Star's a troublemaker, so I wasn't surprised. But you're talking about a very real situation where people are facing jail time. And like I said in my last video, there's a good chance that Akademiks is going to get called by the feds for questioning because the feds are going through 6ix9ine's social media, they're going through his phone. So if they see Akademiks being close buddy-buddy with 6ix9ine and they think he knows something, they're going to call him up for questioning. So you putting all that information out there, if I'm Akademiks, I'm not going to take that shit lightly. So Akademiks got tight, started making his videos talking about fuck Star's broke, he was at least paid in Everyday Struggle, he was trying to study me, he was doing all this and that. And then whole new feud starts, right? And Star got the voice of the old heads, and DJ Akademiks, I guess he got the voice of the new school. And Star is coming in with receipts. He's saying, listen, I was paid a lot of fucking money. I'm not broke. I took a loss to come to this job, right? I lost money coming here. He showed all the freaking receipts, and he showed that he quit and he wasn't fired from Everyday Struggle. He showed that he got 17 million from, his fallout with Hot 97, I believe, and then he's getting more and more support, again, it looks like academics just losing support, which is still confusing me because, again, I still look at Ack as the kid who doesn't bother anyone, essentially the good guy, you know what I mean? So when this happened, you get to see Ack, kind of downing the henny and making all these Twitch videos. I'm like, bro, why you even paying this any mind? The more videos you make, the worse you look, right? Because Ack is making all these videos. He's talking about, yo, you niggas ain't shit. And his attitude is what is turning a lot of people off. People are saying he's getting too big for his bridges, but I kind of understand where he's coming from because he came off humble and niggas shit on him. Niggas called him a bitch, a pussy. You ain't doing shit, blah, blah, blah. And then he had to form that attitude like, yo, y'all niggas ain't gonna keep disrespecting me like this, right? I do this, I do that. I'm worth this much. I got this much paper in the bank. So y'all not gonna keep talking to me like I'm a scrub. So that's how he developed that kind of attitude, right? Which kind of makes him look like an asshole. But sometimes if you're an asshole, that's just because that's a defense mechanism, But I keep noticing, like I said, just people kind of falling back, saying, yo, this kid is off the henny. This kid better watch his back. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy, right? Fast forward, right? Act gets into it with 6ix9ine's baby mama. Now, I'm very confused. Like, I don't understand. I don't know if all this shit is planned, but all this shit just happens within a very small period of time, right? 6ix9ine baby mama's like, Akademiks use 6ix9ine for clout. Akademiks doesn't really give a fuck about 6ix9ine or his family, and then they start going into it. And I'm just like, again, what the fuck is going on? When shit like this happens, I just go straight to the comments, right? I'm a comment fiend. I just want to know how other people feel about this shit. So again, you got a split. People rocking with Sarah, people rocking with Ack, And Sarah's like, she's not even in there. She's not even in it like that. So it's kind of weird to see her having this much support. And then fast forward to Ack releasing Cloud Chaser, his EP, which is fire, by the way. That shit is, I know he's joking and shit, but it's actually fucking, it's not no EP of the year, but it's enjoyable to listen to, But he has a song in there called Durag, and he sampled this beat. He used this beat for the song, and it's the same beat that AOKD used in his 6ix9ine diss. When AOKD dissed 6ix9ine, that's the same beat he used to diss 6ix9ine. So Ack used that beat to make a song. So I'm like, yo, is this some kind of sneak dissing shit to 6ix9ine? Like, are they beefing now? Like, is it because Ack and 6ix9ine baby mama aren't cool? Like 6ix9ine is, like, Ack is trying to use this shit to get at her or get at 6ix9ine. So I'm like, so it kind of like puzzled me, but I'm like, oh, this is probably coincidence, whatever. They probably just found the same beat and used it, whatever. Let's put an end to that shit. But finally, Ack gets into it with his ex, where he gets on Twitch and just fucking flames one of Lil Peep's friends, right? I forget his name. Lil Tay. What the fuck is it? Basically, this dude is dating Ack's ex, whose name I don't remember. Angelica, I think. And Ack has Angelica on Twitch, and he just saying, yo, this nigga is lame. This nigga is a cloud chaser. I don't know who this is, but he's a bum. He's not on Billboard. He's trying to act like, basically the 6ix9ine agenda is like, he's not on Billboard. He's trying to act like he's trying to be underground, but he really wants the clout. He really wants the fame, And I don't know what happened at the end of it after the cameras went off, but basically Ack's ex-girlfriend tried to kill him. There was stab holes on the walls and shit and the doors. And I think Ack had to call the cops and they had to arrest her. So it just made me think about, okay, the Star got a point when Star says this nigga's a drug addict. Granted, when he says drug addict, he just means Henny. I'm like, yo, is Akademiks' empire collapsing? And if it is, like, what does that mean? Who are the next up? Is it Dama's Live? Is it No Jumper? I fucking hope not. No Disrespect to No Jumper, but yeah, I don't want No Jumper speaking for the culture. But anyway, all these fallouts, all these beefs, and like for a YouTube personality too, like you're not a rapper and like gangster, like there's no reason for you to have all these beefs. It don't make no sense. So it kind of just puzzled me, like, yo, is there something I'm missing? Like, what's going on with academics? And do you guys see something that I'm not seeing? Is it because he's just become really big and he's part of the industry now? He has all his industry friends and relationships. Is that why he's kind of out of touch with the people, or is he out of touch with the people? Because from the way I look at it, he's more confident. He's a more confident kid, and he deserves it. He worked hard for his image. He worked hard for his position right now. So there's no reason why he shouldn't be, you know, proud of that. And there's no reason why he should let people diss him. So if you diss him, he's gonna come at you like you're a bum. So I don't see a problem with that. But is there something that I'm missing with this academics? And can you let me know in the comments? I mean, I didn't even get into his beef with Charlemagne. But that was just honestly that I chalked that shit up to Charlemagne hating. To be honest with you, I really think that Charlemagne felt threatened by academics come up, and he just you know it was hate. I mean, the same way Charlemagne was hating on 6ix9ine when he first showed up to the Breakfast Club. You're gonna say it's not hate, it's just blah blah blah, but whatever. But I think Act just has a way of not dealing with situations in a way that he comes out on top, even when he's right. Like, just when you got a problem with someone, just don't go off the Henny because people are gonna say you're only talking hot because you're on Henny. Just don't drink. Just either ignore it or address that shit like say it to their face like a man, or just get on camera sober and address it. But don't cry. Don't bitch about it. I think that's what maybe some people don't like about it. But it is what it is. I didn't mention that. You know. But essentially, that's it. So like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the comments.